beats the world and Premier League champion Gary Anderson, only seeded number 13 this weekend. Dan Dawson in the commentary box, and alongside me, Rob Malarkey.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Alan, to throw first. Game on!
You have to have some concern here for Federico, because if everything goes according to plan and if Norris is in
60.
gear, then he could well come through this in double quick time as well. You all right there, Dan?
Yeah, well, I think I nearly fell out the back of our van.
45.
George Federico,
The White
the
Lion.
eldest statesman of the Pepperani Gibraltar Darts Masters this weekend.
Can you tell me how old he is?
Just on it now.
Might be 26.
57.
I couldn't tell you.
No,
I couldn't find out.
I did try and find out earlier. I'm guessing
97.
late 40s, maybe 50s, 60s. I'm covering bases. I don't want to upset anyone.
Anywhere between the age of 40 and
85.
69 is where you're going with. You need to have a 29-year spread there.
Yeah.
I think you're probably safe in that.
Wow, 40.
Good darts. 140 from George Federico. A man who throws a dart like that has no business throwing a 140. That is not a standard throw. It's got there. It's like a flick. Norris has lost one of his flights. And the White Lion, Federico, makes him go back and pick it up. Quite right, too.
Did qualify for this tournament 3 years ago. Was knocked out in the first round.
100.
Federico, given as good as he's getting here on the Norris throw, he's down to a finish first.
Yeah.
120 scored, so Norris 7, Federico 16.
127.
119 for
George
Federico.
require 119.
You're down for the 19s, yeah. Now treble 20. Tops.
Go on, Federico.
George Federico! Have some of that! The White Lion roars in Gibraltar.
George throw first. Game on!
I'm making a note of that one. Just in case we summarise later, Federico's astonishing performance began with a 119 checkout as he stole the throw in the opening leg. Astonishing. Well, I don't care how old he is. That was a very, very, very
100.
promising start to the match here for George Federico.
Oh, Norris is rattled. He's dropping his darts. He's hitting ones. He's hitting more ones.
24.
Federico's got him on the ropes.
$43.
Former Gibraltar national champion George Federico.
Two-time national champion, 2009 and 2013. Also played the World Masters last year, won a couple of games, but was knocked
41.
out before he got to the money stages. As you say, he did play here in 2013, and how about this?
123.
This is out the first maximum of the match. Yeah, played here and lost to beat him in 2013.
Yeah, lost 6-2 as well, so he got a couple of legs on the board that day. He's got one already here.
99.
Oh, he's looking good for a second one at this rate.
60.
There's not a great deal of grouping with his darts. It's one, you know, they'll land 2 inches apart, 3 inches
Widespread,
apart
yeah.
from each other. It's just that, it's that action. It's very flicky,
134.
not a real full extension of the arm. Let's see. Curious old throw, but it's working for him at the minute to an extent. 90 gets him down to 85. 2-dart finish potentially. And Alan Norris. The spot of bother here is Chuck.
Yeah, he's
57.
not happy with
George
his own game,
require 85.
and he's giving Federico a bit of encouragement here. Well,
Wow. Didn't go
38.
20 for bullseye as I thought he would with Norris on a finish.
146.
In the end, he's not even set it up very well. but-
no. Was he saying there, well, Norris won't get 146, but he might do. Oh, he might do, you know. Double 16 he wants, so he's wide of the target. Well, that would have
George require 47.
been just a little way of Alan Norris saying, don't underestimate me.
Nearly hit the treble there, which would have left him double one, but he has got double 16.
15.
1, 2 missed darts.
Alan, you
Ruby
require
made to pay for that.
32.
Norris looking at the same target.
Game
And he
shot
pins
of
it, and it is
second
one
leg.
apiece.
Alan Norris. Third leg, Alan, to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, he's broken back and he's on level terms here now. One apiece, and Alan Norris breathing somewhat easier than he was a few minutes ago.
60.
Norris made his first appearance on the European Tour this year in
66.
Munich. He lost 6-4 to Jermaine Wassermain in the first round, but of course he's had some great results of late. Has to be respected following that run to the quarters of the World Championship, beating Robert Thornton, Joe Murnham and Mark Webster before a 5-4 defeat by Jelle Klaassen. Recently had his first PDC title of his career as well. That was at the
26.
Players' Championship event in Ireland. PDC Newcomer of the Year as well.
Yeah, and he took a while to find his feet after, you know, smashing in a couple of 9 darters,
57.
one in Q School and one just 4 days later in one of the first tournaments he played. And he thought, oh, hang on, he's hit the ground running here. He did take his time to acclimatise to PDC darts, but
85.
the first signs that he was, you know, finding his feet probably came on the European Tour. I mean, it's throwing his darts all over.
Finding
the
his
place,
feet, but losing his arrows at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the European Tour in Dusseldorf where he made it through to the quarterfinals there. That was his best run on the European Tour. And you could see there, well, hang on, maybe he's just getting to grips with life in the PDC now. And of course, shortly afterwards, within 2-3 months, he went on to claim his first PDC title.
92.
And as you say, went to the quarterfinals of the Worlds. Once he beat Robert Thornton in that opening round match, the draw kind of opened up for him a bit. And I tell you what, he had Jelle Klaassen in all kinds of problems in that game as well. He could easily have found himself in the semi-final.
Easily.
46.
Mind you, I know that Gary Anderson played in that semi-final against Jelle Klaassen. I'm not sure anybody could have lived with him, certainly not in the early stages.
41.
Oh, it's getting a bit more scattergun from Federico now. He's had a couple of visits where none of the darts have gone anywhere near the desired target.
98.
Last dart kind of saves Norris there. 18 darts thrown. You can see he's distinctly unhappy about his own performance.
36. Alan, you require 80.
Yeah, just going off the rails here a bit, Federico.
2 double tops, eh? Chuck?
Game shot on the third leg. Alan Norris.
Nicely done.
Fourth leg, George to throw first. Game on.
Also made the final of a UK Open qualifier this year as well. Alan Norris, that's suppose the highlight of his year so far. Lost to Van Gerwen in the final of that one. Had the 9-dart finish in Barnsley, like you say. 3 9-darters since joining the PDC.
Yeah, not bad going, is it?
In January of last year. And he will be in Hamburg next weekend as well. He made it through to the European match play in the qualifying for that one as well. So we'll see more of him next weekend too.
Yeah, he only dropped 3 legs in qualifying for this one. So he
81.
beat Ricky Evans 6-1 and Lee Evans 6-2. Had a bit of a tougher time of it for next week. He ended up going to a last leg decider with Aaron Monk. Seems to be on a bit of a turn of form of late. Aaron Monk, good to see, former World Youth Champion. Federico has a visit to forget.
140.
Big Man City fan is Alan Norris. He's been a regular at Eastlands.
60.
Particularly during their Champions League run, which came to an end recently. Even John Gwynn been down there on a regular basis. In fact, Norris went and played one of their players, Kelechi Iheanacho, frontman for Man City.
Yeah, the Nigerian.
Yeah. Went big darts fan
60.
apparently.
Is he?
Yeah.
Alan, you require
Norris went down there,
140.
had a few legs with him. Pretty handy apparently.
Really? We have a definitive answer, by the way, on the age of George Federico.
100.
We do.
We do.
Were you right?
No. Well, I was.
We were, but you had 3 decades to aim at. So we're saying 58, are we?
140. Alan, you require 40. Game shown a full flag.
Well, whatever age he is, he finds
Norris,
himself
fifth leg
3-1
Alan
down.
from
And
first. Game on.
this game might have been a little bit different if that second leg had just gone the way of Federico.
Yeah,
He
it
had
could
his
have been.
opportunity.
But Norris is just
100.
finding his feet now, finding his rhythm as well. Still doesn't look totally settled out there, but he'll just want to get the job done here, I suppose. The
60.
prize on offer is a place in the second round tomorrow. Of course, the winner of this match will face Gary Anderson.
135.
He is a big scorer, Alan Norris. Once he gets going, he can pepper that treble 20.
47.
Not really happening for him today, but he does have a healthy lead in this leg, and if he were to go 4-1 up,
99.
you would question whether Federico is in a position to come back at him. No, I mean, has he got butter on his hands or something?
That's about the 5th time he's done that.
58. Alan require
58 from the
167.
58-year-old. Alan Norris.
102.
That'll do for him. Good to see a 14 darter here for a 4-1 lead for Alan Norris, and Federico, after flying out the block,
41.
may feel
Alan,
that
you
this game
require
is slipping
65.
away from him.
Topsy wants for a 4-1 lead. One more darts to go at it as well. He's just
45.
under the wire, but he will return at double 10 with Federico well adrift on 295 here. These two in the top half of the draw, by the way.
100. Alan, you require 20.
Same half as the number 1 seed and the world number 1, Michael van Gerwen. Norris making hard work of this,
Game
but
shown the
gets
5th
there in
leg.
the end.
Alan Norris, 6th leg. George to throw first. Game on.
One or two shouts of encouragement for George Federico.
Just a little mutter under his breath. Federico try and gee himself up,
43.
summon up some of that magic from the opening leg to try and drag himself back into this one. But you get the feeling that Norris, having won 4 consecutive legs,
45.
will be looking to wrap this up very, very quickly. Better. Once again, we see that
100.
those two darts are an absolute mile in dart in terms of Anthony's first one. All kinds of weird and wonderful throws in the world of darts, and ultimately, if it works for you, then there's no right or wrong way to throw a dart. But when you see some of the top pros and how they work on their technique and exactly how they want to
96.
produce a repeatable action that they can rely upon, particularly in moments of stress and pressure. You know, look at Jelle Klaassen, who's rebuilt his throw. He's talked about
97.
going back to the drawing board, going back and working from scratch and how he wants to throw a dart. You kind of see the difference between
22.
some of the non-professional players or the guy down the pub or whatever, and why that some of the pros achieve the results that they do.
121.
Case in point, Alan Norris, not a lot that can go wrong with his throw. But you just get up there, look at it and throw at it, but it's a pretty straight up and down
22.
motion. Not any
Alan, you require
moving parts, not many
138.
moving parts that can go wrong with it. Ooh. Well, he's frustrated not to have left the double 12, which
Yeah.
6-9.
106.
Well, the last two visits for George have been 22 and 22. His average might be 58 in a minute as well. Really struggling to find the big numbers here, George Federico.
43.
Yeah, the
Alan
average has dipped below 70.
32. Game shot in the 6th
And
leg.
Norris takes out another
Alan
double.
Norris, 7th leg. Alan
5
front
from
first.
10 now for Norris.
Game on.
It seems a long while since those halcyon days of leg 1 when
And the
George
119.
Federico took out the 119 rather spectacular.
100.
We thought we might be witnessing the start of something very special indeed, but I don't think it is. I think the story's going to end here. Norris with the throw
41.
as well. Federico, his last 4 visits, 41, 43, 22 and 22.
We'll always have the 119, Malarkey. We'll always be there in our hearts and in our minds. George Federico's 119.
Got a nice ring to it, that.
60.
He's a tough taskmaster, is Alan Norris. He knows that, you know, okay, you can only beat what's put in front of you, but against a different opponent, he would have really struggled potentially today.
In the second leg, it looked like he had some problems because he was 1-0 down and Federico was threatening to take a 2-0 lead. And had he done so, who knows what that little boost to his confidence could have done. Alan Norris kept on racing, keeping up his scoring as he has done over the course of this game. Maybe we wouldn't be looking at a 6-1 scoreline. Tops, he misses with the first dart,
60.
finds it with the second and can't follow it with the third. So he'll come back looking at double 10 for the match. George Federico, can you finish with a flourish? Well, it wouldn't be a flourish, whatever he throws, that's how he throws a dart.
Alan, you
A
require
figurative
20.
one. Not to be. Double 5. Oh, my word.
The score.
Well, this will be a
George
story.
require 1.
Never mind the 119.
Come on, George Federico. Do it, George Federico. Oh, no, come on, it would have been magical.
Not to be.
130.
Well, it's not bad from George Federico with a 1-3-4 to leave the double 18. Will he get a go at it? Alan Norris will hope not. And
Game
make
shot.
sure he doesn't. And Norris does win it 6-1. There was a moment when George Federico threatened to pull off an incredible upset, but the White Lion, despite roaring at the start, was reduced to something of a muted tabby by the end of this one. He goes out 6-1, and we've got one more place in the second round up for grabs here at the Gibraltar Darts Trophy. It's going to see Steve West take on the original Kyle Anderson, the Australian. Has the capabilities, has the potential for some absolutely unreal stuff when he's on form. We shall see if he can give us something to shout about in the final game of the evening session as West takes on Anderson.